Welcome everyone to the second episode of Data Center, where we have opened our own data center. We've got 3 server racks built. We've got 3 customers being serviced by our machinery. So we're doing okay at the moment. We just need a lot more money. So the next one we're going to build here. Personally, I think I will go to this cabinet. Now, reputation-wise, we're okay. We can do any of them, but we're going to do every one. Work our way through them one by one. So this is 120,000 IOPS input outputs per second. So we're going to need 10 of these servers, 10 of the bigger ones. And we obviously with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, we can't get many in each one, so we're going to build 2 racks. So let's start. We're going to buy 2 racks. We're going to get 2 patch panels. And we're going to get 2 switches. And then what I also want is some black cable. And the reason for that is I want to do it by colour scheme. So this rack is all blue. These racks here will all be black. Trying to say differentiate on colour. So let's put all this on the trolley. Right, what I do want to look at is check the end of life on these. Oh, we've got 3 hours, that's fine. These are they're about 4 hours. Obviously when it goes end of life and you get a yellow like exclamation mark on it, they could fail at any point. Right, so the switches go at the top. You know, I think I probably could have got away with just having 1 switch, to be honest. So we need 10 of those servers, and we've got to just wait for the money bit by bit. So the question is, 1, 2, 3. We can get 5 racks. If we take the space away, we're not going to get much. I mean, I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth ramming 6 in there. I don't think we're going to get 6 in there. So we want 10 of these. Put that on the floor. No, I've got a patch panel there. We're going to buy them in twos. We just need to wait for this money here to get to 3,200. Wait for that money to tick over. It's getting there slowly. Bit too slowly for my liking, but there you go. I mean, I think I probably could have got rid of that. 5 in here, into the patch panel and into the switch. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We could have run the others into the patch panel and from that into that network switch. Let's go and buy 2 servers. Let's leave a gap. So let's start wiring these up. One, two, three. Yeah, a bit of data center, mate. Right. Right, leave the gap for the airflow. Probably don't make any difference, but we will do it anyway. One will go to there. That one will go there. Right. We need 2 more servers. Got to wait for the money though. That's good. I do think getting your own game written and published is is marvellous. I can't do that. I can done my own website, but haven't gone further than that. Right, come on, just got to wait for this money to tick over so I can get this next one done. Right, we can now afford another one. What other games have you got published then? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get one more at the bottom. Black cable's a bit difficult to see compared to the other colours, but it will do. Oh. On this. That's it. Blackjack. I'm really no good at card games, unfortunately. If I went to a casino, I would lose everything. So we've got 5 servers so far. And then what we're going to do, we're going to have to run... into there, into there, there. So the main server there will come into that network switch. It will feed these. It will also feed that one, which will go into there, and then that will split down that way. So I think that works. That's what we did with that one. On this one, as you can see, it comes in, and then it serves all that rack. And because we didn't have room to build another rack, we had outs, and we had a server in each of those racks to accommodate that one as well. Why is a different colour going down the outside? So we have to do the same sort of thing here. We're going to get 5 more servers in there. It will come in here, and then it will feed that as well as feeding these 5. Oh. Is that level? The OCD can't handle it otherwise. Yep, that's level. Right, that's good. So we will need 4 more. And that's something I meant to do. I meant to connect. I meant to connect up. I wanted to put a second wire in just for redundancy into the main port. Might be able to do that with this one. Right, can Eddie afford another one? It's a long process just getting the money to afford these. So 3 more, getting there slowly. Let's check the network map. Oh, go back. What we want. Now, I'd love to explain what that all means, but this is end of life. What we've got nearest one to end of life is over 2.5 hours game time, so that's okay. Nothing broken. We know they're off because we haven't set them up yet. Come on, 1,000 credits. We need 1,600. Getting $22 an hour coming in. Yes, oh, sorry, a second. What's our expenses? We haven't got any expenses yet. XP is going in really nicely. I mean, that's going up, but that's not going up at the same rate, but doesn't matter. Right, let's get this next one then. Ooh. 2 more servers. And then we can get this last customer connected up before we look at the next one. But I might give it like game time of an hour just to click over in the background, off stream, just to build some money up. It's just taking so long. I just got to at least get to 1,600 before I can buy it. The XP is going up tremendously. 0.74 second. We just need more income. That's level. Good. I probably could have saved money by not having the hatch panels, to be honest, but I just do think it looks a lot neater like that. Otherwise, all these would go into there. I'm trying to keep the same pattern now as I've done with them all. Try and keep decent cable management. Right, one last server we need, so we need $1,600. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. So we'll do this one. We'll look at the next one. But I think, to be honest, I'll probably let the game just run in the background off stream for an hour. Just try and get some of this money built up. Make it quicker than to build the structures, because it can't be very exciting just watching me on one screen just waiting for the money to tick over before I can buy something. Nearly there, nearly there. There we go. Too low. Right. Right, so let's do it. So let's decide, we're going to leave this cabinet empty. The idea with that is that when we take this wall back, we can then open this cabinet and run the cables over those servers and into this room. Otherwise we'll go such a long room that way. In fact, I'll probably leave that one and that one empty. I'll probably open this one. Yeah, we'll open this one up. So we'll leave two. One, two. Ooh. So then let's get the cable. Well, we've got 18 minutes to get this one connected. So, and then we want to run it into that one, into that, into that. Into that, and then you can go in there. We've got to turn everything on. What's the picture? Picture of a tax haven, funnily enough. That's the one. So here we go. This is a bit we've got to remember now. The numbers: 69,414. 69,414. Delete those. 69.4.14, and then we'll copy that, and then that will be 0.2. Okay, so that is set up. That is going nicely. So that's right, coming in. All these are being fed. And then the two switches are being connected. So now the other thing I want to start doing is putting in some redundancy. And then we need... You can... I believe you can. I think you have to... With the racks, I'm sure... It's something to do with these buttons down here you can click. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Unmount rack. I think it might be that. You do that and it takes it down. I've not done one, so I'm not exactly sure, but I mean these are certainly switchable. I don't know if that's got something to do with it. Certainly worth a try. Right, so we've got redundancy built in there. If we built any more redundancy, we're going to have to take this part on the rack in, put it into the switch, and then switch it over. So there isn't enough gaps. I wonder if we should build the redundancy to another colour. Anyway, that's okay. That's all going nicely. We've got an income there. Look, we've got 5,000. Just by not doing anything for a couple of minutes, it's built up quite nicely. So I think that's what we need to do. Right, so the next customer, let's have a look. Ooh. Fake news daily. Fake news, fake news. So we've got 100,000 and 50,000. So what was that? What was 100,000? That was 100,000, and then that's the purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 big servers and 1 little one. And then 50,000 of the blue servers, which we haven't. So we could just unlock. We could just unlock straight to that one, couldn't we? They want 50,000, so let's unlock both. That's 12,000, so we want 4 of them. 4 of them and 1 of them. That would be just over, but that would do. So I'm not sure if there's going to be enough room in 2 racks. Let's have a look. Let's buy 2 racks and let's check. Let's check, see what we if we can move a rack. We're going to need 2 racks anyway. Let's have a look. Just if we build it. So what does this button do? Oh, it doesn't do anything. So no, so I'm wrong about moving racks. Oh no, it does. It's the white button. You click the white button, you can disassemble the rack. Yeah, so I've never seen it in the tutorial or anything, but I suppose if you planned it better, we wouldn't need to do that anyway. Suppose that would be the argument, wouldn't it? Right, so let's do the same again, same layout. I just don't know if we're going to need... I think we might need a third rack for this job, you know. If we're going to need 8, I can get 5 in a rack, and then mine take away 3. I think we're going to need... I think we're going to need 3 racks for this job. Let's build up 2 racks anyway, and then we'll go from there. So we want one of them. We've got one behind us on the table. Let's move that. I keep standing on that cable. I think we have to, it might, if I squeeze it to 2 servers, there's going to be no gap in between the servers for cooling. Now, I don't know what effect that has in this game. I don't know if the end of life goes down any quicker from overheating, or if it's just, you know, in the real modern day you would leave a gap, but you don't have to. We might be able to squeeze it all in 2 racks if we don't leave a gap. So we're gonna do that. We won't leave a gap. We'll build out 1 server first, and then we'll build up another server. And if we can't fit it all in, we'll open a 3rd rack. We'll open a 3rd rack, and then we will then spread them about. I think that might be the easiest solution. So, what did they want? So let's do the risk servers first. 50,000. So that's that. 12, 24, 36, 48, 53. So we're gonna be slightly over, which is fine. We're going to be over the IOP speed. I can live with that. So let's check that out. Right, I don't think we're going to get this in 2 racks. Looking at the size of these. What am I doing? That's way too low. Let's put that up. So we need 8. So 8 and a small one. So one small one, 1 large one. Oh, I don't know. We might squeeze it into 2 racks. Right, let me just make sure it was 100,000, wasn't it? 100,000. So 8 of those servers, 8 of the big ones is going to be 96. 8 of them is 96 on one of these. Okay, so that is what we want. So let's just get one of each first. Right, let's put that up there. Can we get another one of them in there? We did that too. Still means we've got to get 6 in here. Well, I don't want to wire anything up yet. I want to see if we can fit it into. If not, we've got to go to a third rack. I'll rearrange it and spread everything out a bit to give it a bit of cooling. Right, we can go and buy another one now. We've got the credits. And let's have a look. I wish that wouldn't keep shutting either. It's a nice idea, but it could just have a door and you just go and collect the package from outside or something, couldn't it? Right, will that go? No, I don't think it is. So no, so that won't go in. So that would go in the bottom. So that means we've got to get 7 of these, which isn't going to work. That's not going to work. So let's get another rack. Let's get another one of these equipment. We want a rack, we want another patch panel and a switch. So 1750, just got to wait for that to get 1750. We're doing the old waiting game again. And what I think I'm going to do is that I will start building redundancies into them all. But I'll do the redundancies in a separate colour. If I did all the redundancies in grey, then at least I know on all the racks and all the servers, any grey cable is redundancy cable. Again, I don't know if you need to in this game. Let's get the old switch first. And then what we'll do, we'll start rearranging all the servers we got. We'll build a gap. We'll build a gap for airflow. Let's start moving all these out. So let's put that there, because we'll put that in the top. Okay, we'll, we'll do that. One, two, three, four, five. So we can get 5 in here, and we'll get 3, the big ones with the small one in there. So what we can do, we can start cabling this up while we're waiting for the money to build up. Let's go and get another server. Right, now, cabinet will be here. So we will... So we're going to go into this one. So we leave that end one open, that will be the in. So we'll feed that to that one, to there. And that one, to that one, to there. So it'll go in here, we'll go out to each of them, and it'll go out across 2 wires into these, and then we'll start feeding down into all of those. So what do we need? 3, so we need 5 more. 5 more of the big servers. We can afford 2. Don't forget to hit the follow button. I really would appreciate it. And we do these videos. We do upload them all to YouTube, where you can catch up on any previous episodes, plus all the other games we play. We also do have a website, which will be on your screen. If you go to there, it lists all the games we play. And again, if you click on the link, it will take you to the appropriate YouTube playlist. Right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want 1 more. Yeah, 1 more rack in there, and then we can put 3 racks into that one. So let's start cabling this one up. That's fine, my OCD can handle that cabling. I must say, I don't like this black cable. It just doesn't stand out very well against a rack. So, luckily this will be the last rack we have to use this on. And then we might be able to start unlocking using the old custom coloured cables. And I say the grey we will use as redundancy. That's a redundancy wire there. So I think if I recable that, and then I can start using the greys on these, because we'll need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's plenty of opportunity to do redundancy cables as well. Maybe not on these ones, especially not on that one. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we could do redundancy cable. But anyway, that's for another day. We'll try and get this rack finished off in this episode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 3 more. We need 3 more racks. I fit 5 into that one. Anyway, right, we can get 2 more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's leave an extra gap. Again, I don't know if it's going to make any difference in game or not, but don't really want to overbalance it and have all the weight at the top. So, well, one more rack, and then we can get this all done, cabled up. We've got to remember we're going from this one. Right, fame. It's nearly done. We need 1,600 credits. $1,600. Almost there. That's it. Right, what's the end of life on these? Oh, we've still got over 2 hours. Oh, I need to take that down one more. That will do. So just the 4 servers in there. Let's put the black... Oh, well, no, we need the black cable still, don't we? So just make sure I've got this right. Everything is connected up. Those network switches are labelled. Okay, so we want to run into the server now, which will be the blue one. So that is this one. And it's fake news daily. Right. And that. And then that would go... Oh, I've done that cable wrong, haven't I? Go to that one. I don't like looking at, but it will do. As long as it works. Right, so what's the picture first? Right, so 192/2014. 192/2014. 192. Oh, let's say got to delete all that. Copy that. Copy point 2. Point 3. Point 4. Point 5. Oh, point 8. Okay, and what's the gateway? Well, the risk servers 48, 13, 18. 48, 13, 18. Now this, what the hell's going on with that cable? So what I'll do, I think I'll recable this one properly now, and then I can undo the other cable. No, don't like that. I'm going to run out of cable very shortly. didn't get that with these ones. How comes? Oh, there's a slight kink to the wire, I suppose. So if we undo that cable, the other one will take over, yes? Yep. Right, I don't know what happened there, but it didn't like that when I put in the redundancy cable, did it? I'll come back to that. So I don't think it makes any difference with redundancies at the moment. But we will look at that. I'm going to use a grey cable anyway for redundancies, so I can do that at a later date. Right, so we are now out of space. So let's have a look. What's the next customer? Let's Climate Change Industries or Pollution Plus. No, not show down there then. The Pollution Plus doesn't show. Okay, don't know what that is. So if we're going to do that, we might as well go back to here. Okay, so this is what I meant by having that gap, because this one we can cable over and then having that next one here. Is this a case of that, or do we go back another block, make a gap? I think I'll just build it there, to be honest. So we need 70,000, 100,000. So we know 100,000 is 8 and 1. 70,000. 70,000, is that 12 again? 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. 72. So we could just get 6 of them. Either 6 of them, which is 72, so that will give us a speed. We'll have 2 over. 6 times 17, or 5 is going to be 60, and 2 of those. I think we're just going to get the 6 of them. Right, so let's unlock the custom colour. So we've unlocked that, so we can start doing the cabinets, maybe to the colour of... So if we have a grey colour, a light grey, and then we can build that there. I'm not going to rush. I'm going to let the money build up. It's just because of how many racks we're going to need. 6 of them. I think I could get 6 of them in one rack. Yeah, no space, but whatever. We can live with that. And the other one was 200,000. So it's 100,000 again, isn't it? So we could do the same. Okay, well, what I can do, we're going to go 3 racks. We're going to have 6 of them with 5 in one case, 1 in another one with the rest of the yellow servers, and then we fill out the other servers in that one. I think that'll work quite nicely. So let's get 3 racks, and we're going to go for a different colour. So let's go for a light greyish colour. That's more like the colour of their logo. Better. I wonder why the colour wasn't right then, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to hire a technician into this one. What's the end of life on these? 2 hours. So I want to get a technician before we need to start replacing parts. So we want 3 switches and 3 patch panels. I don't use a trolley. It's too much faffing around. Oh, okay, so we've got to go to this side now. Suppose that makes sense. You just work down the one side, wouldn't you? I mean, I've never dealt with this many server racks before. My old work just had one. Not that I know what I was doing. I wasn't allowed to touch it, but bring cable. Don't just make bring cable for. Right, so risk servers. What was it we needed? 70,000, so we said 6, didn't we? All in all for those. First things first, let's unlock the custom cable colour. Let's have a green colour cable for this one. Give me a real green cable. And then what else did we need? Did 6 of these, didn't we? 11,000. We got enough for that. Don't know if we can build any gaps into these. We get the last one in there. So we've got. Well, let's move. That'll do. So we've got a gap for cooling. Maybe not the best in the world, but that'll do. Right, so while we're letting the money build up, let's cable all these in. That's the way we do it now. Odd numbers go to the top. So which one's going to be? So this one's going to be in line. So that's going to. So this is the cable's going to go into this one. So we need to go from this switch into there. We've got 8. Yes, that's fine. That'll do. So we needed 8, didn't we? So we needed 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 1. 8 and 1. 13,200. So we're going to wait a couple of a minute or so, and then we'll have enough money to buy it all in one hit. And then we can get it switched on, and that will be the last one we're going to do today for this episode. Make sure it's all up and running properly. So $50 a second income. XP's coming quite nicely again. Our reputation as well is amazing. Right, come on, nearly there. Nearly there. So we're going to get this one running. That's going to be the end of the stream. I'm going to leave it running for an hour just to let the money build up, but before we get to the end of life scenario, so we can look at that on stream tomorrow and see what we need to do. You've got a gap in there, so that's fine. Trying to throw as many as I can into that one rack. Purely because I'm thinking that if we get a small customer we can put in there for 2 racks, then if we've got space at the bottom, if we need to put a server or 2, then that'll be better because we won't have to use so much, won't open up any more wall space, you know what I mean. So I'm just having a little rejig. I mean, there's 2 ways of doing it, isn't there? You can do it the proper way in real life, where you try and include ventilation and redundancy and all that, or the way we play it in the game, where you sort of like make it up as you go along. So let's, if we can take that one out, put it in there, and go up 1. Gap there. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So that should be everything now for here. And this will be the one where the main connection from the wall is going to come in. Right, so 5, 8, and 1. So that's 5. So we've got enough now. We should be, everything should be there. So let's get oh no, I need to put it to the wall, don't I? What am I doing? So let's open up here. Pollution plus we're going to go for. And then it can That's a nice looking neat cable. Right, so what have we got? That's it, that's the one. Okay, let's start looking at the info we need. So what do we want? Let's do the risk search first. 168 10 12. So that should be, yeah, see that, that's okay, that's fine. Right, the gateway for this. 48 13 13. 48 13 13. That's 0.7, so it's going to be 0.8. Okay, excellent. Okay, so we've got everybody signed up that we can at the moment. Everything is looking okay. So the next one, so we're not missing anything. So I think we need to take this area. And again, we will build from here. Because we've got that gap we can go to if we need to. Because again, we keep going backwards. Don't know how far you can expand, but that's all looking okay. What does it need? 90,000, 100,000. So 90,000. It's 12, isn't it? The 8 is 96. 84 4 and 2. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84. So we can either get 7 and 2 of the smaller ones, or we just get 8 of the big ones, and that will put us over the top, and that will do. So we might as well go for 8. So again, it's going to be another 3 racks. And then what colour was that? So we want a red rack, don't we? But that will be for another day. I'm going to end the stream there. I'm going to let it just run in the background for about an hour. I'm just going to let the money build up a bit. The end of life is an hour and 42. So when we come back to the stream tomorrow, we will then probably have to start looking at these end of lives. So I'm probably going to let it run just for half hour, something off stream. There ain't going to be much for you to look at. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like or follow if you're watching on Twitch. I really would appreciate it. And also, if you're watching on the old YouTubes, if you can follow along on there. We do daily uploads to the YouTube channel. If it's easier, you can go to the website, which is at the bottom of your screen now, rhetoric.co.uk. Down there, we've got all the games we do play, and click on the one you like the look of, it will take you to the YouTube playlist, and you can catch up on anything that we have played previously. You know, sometimes it's nice to look at the games in case you wonder about buying it or not off Steam. You can go and see what it looks like there first. We're back in about half hour or so. We're going to do a bit of gaming cafe simulator just for an hour or so. But I have to call it a day to get ready for work tonight. So, once again, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all soon.